I actually don't have a cup of tea in my hand today. What's going on? Hi guys. I wanted to hop on real quick and wish you all a happy Saturday. Oh my goodness, it's going so fast. Like this week, this year, this month, this world is like, boom, it's over. 2021, had to count, is on its way and I'm super excited. Have so many cool plans for the start of the year, the middle of the year, the end of the year, like everything. Hopefully I won't glow as much. Why am I glowing? Who knows? Thanks for joining, guys. I wanted to hop on to, first of all, celebrate that my daughter has joined TikTok. Woo! And she actually just got 500,000 views in 18 hours on a video that we did together. Absolutely creased me up. So that was really, really fun. Follow me on TikTok. It's the same screen name as here, so tracykiss.com. And yeah, I post really fun stuff. People probably don't realise, but I'm more than just a selfie. Like I do also just take the piss out of everything, and I love banting and just doing silly things really. I took my daughter shopping earlier, and this is the other thing that I'm really proud of. So she's been attending dance class for about 6 years now, actually, since she was like a little tot, and she's 13 years old. And even when it comes to like parent performance, where she has to dance in front of an audience, so just her fellow classmates and then their parents, she gets really, really nervous, and she's like, oh my God, people are gonna watch, what if I get it wrong? Or, you know, all kids kind of feel that way, and I'm sure a lot of adults do too. And so we were walking through the town today, Christmas shopping, just having a little girly day, which was really lovely. And there was some people playing trumpets, like proper loving their little trumpets. And I was like, get up and dance with the trumpets. And she was like, no, oh my God, Mum, you're so embarrassing. People will see, like, you know, it's the middle of the street. You can't just dance to a trumpet in the street. I was like, dance to that trumpet. I promise you will love it. So then anyway, she was like all nervous, and she was like, oh, going up to this trumpet. I was like, I'm going to take a video of you dancing to this trumpet. And the people were like proper giving it some with their little trumpets in. It was so cute. And anyway, she goes over there, she's like all stiff, and she's like, oh my God, I'm dancing to these trumpets in the street. I was like, oh, I didn't hit record on the video, do it again. So she repeats it, and I was like, I cut your head off, do it again. And obviously I wasn't ruining the video. I just wanted her to enjoy the moment. So she ended up doing it like 10 times in a row. And then by the end of it, she's laughing, she's smiling, and it was just the coolest thing. I had the biggest grin on my face because I was so proud of her. Just that, you know, she was always apprehensive about what other people would think of her. And loads of people live their lives that way, you know. We always think, will people criticise me or judge me for this? Will they say nasty things about me? Will they form a negative opinion of me? So bloody what? If people can't have a laugh, if they don't enjoy your energy and your vibe, why would you want them around you anyway? I actually read a really, really cool thing the other day. I can't remember what I saw it on. Massively struck a chord with me. So it was about a couple that had been married their whole lives. They were like in their 90s. And the husband was interviewed, and they asked him, how did you make your marriage work your whole life? You know, to be married for like 75 years, he's in his 90s, and they met as teenagers. And he actually said it was like being married to several different women, being with his wife his whole life. And the notion that actually when she was a teenager, she was very different to how she was in her 20s. When she then turned late 20s, early 30s, late 30s, early 40s, you learn about life, you behave differently, you reinvent yourself, you try different styles, you might take up a new hobby, you might actually suddenly have a midlife crisis and be completely the opposite of what you've always been. It's all a kind of process along the way that you go through this journey, and more often than not, I would say that most people don't understand your journey. You are the one that is on that path. You are the one that is walking that path. So actually you find when you've been in a relationship for a year, 2 years, 10 years, 15 years, suddenly you wake up and you have a stranger next to you. Not literally a stranger in your bed, because that would be quite a nice weekend, I'd imagine. But the person that you thought you knew when you met is no longer anything like the person that you met. You know, like you are just completely different, and with time you grow apart, you grow differently. Obviously, that elderly couple, they made it work. Every time his wife grew into herself or changed or did something differently, felt like an entirely different person he was married to, he adjusted. And he said, okay, let me get to know her now. Maybe she was insecure as a teenager. Maybe she's mega confident in her 20s. Maybe when she's 30, she's just really chilled out and relaxed. You know, you go through all of these different stages. But that's okay. You're allowed to be you, and you're allowed to grow and change as you go. And I think when you try to hold somebody stuck, fixed in a kind of fake ideal, that's where things break down also. So, you know, if people are right for you, that's great. They can join you along the journey for the rest of your life. But if something stops being right, have the self-respect and guts to actually stand up and say, this isn't for me anymore. And the way that I actually kind of see things, like, you know, I was engaged to be married from a very young age, had 2 children, and people always say to me, oh my God, are you married? And I'm like, no, I've never been married. And I'm bloody glad that I wasn't married because it was entirely wrong for me. I did what society wanted me to do. I met somebody and settled down from my teenage years, had 2 children. You know, I would have do or die been there for the rest of my life. And I'm so glad that didn't happen. I'm so glad that I didn't get married. Yes, I was engaged for many years, but actually I feel fortunate that I knew there was more to life than that I didn't have to be with somebody who didn't truly appreciate me and didn't feel happy to be with me. It was just, well, you've got a ring on your finger now, so you're stuck with me kind of thing. And that's not how anybody should live. Somebody just said the fact that you're given a talk while simultaneously reading comments, which I can see by tracking your eyes, is amazing. You've got skills. I'm so glad you noticed that people don't just think I sit here like this. I am actually reading and speaking and thinking of what I'm saying. Multitasking. If I had some gum right now, yes, winning at life. So yeah, being with the wrong person, they might have been right for you for 6 months of your life or a year of your life, say, or 5 years, or whatever. But then if they stop being right for you, get out and live your life, love your life. Like this year, 2020, has taught me so much about what I expect from my own life and what I expect of other people. So, you know, I'm happy for people to be individuals. I'm happy for them to be themselves. I would not want somebody to bend over backwards to please me and then actually they have no identity or nothing about them because all they're doing is being a yes man. You don't want a yes man. You want somebody that will complement your life or even contrast with your life and teach you things that you've never known, just to be themselves. And when you are most at ease with being yourself, when you can fart in front of somebody, when you can share a bathtub and stand on each other's bits, you know, because you're just so comfortable being you, that is amazing and everybody deserves to feel that way. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at in life, where I actually see life as a series of small journeys, like a kind of a bus driving around a tour of an island when you go on holiday. You know, you buy your day ticket, that's life, and you say, I'm going to get onto the bus at this stop, I'm going to go and see this church or this museum, I'm going to get off the bus, you know, spend a few hours there, go and have some lunch, I'll use my little season ticket, my day pass, get back on the bus, and then I'll drive to the next monument that I want to view, and you have a jolly little holiday, you know. Our life is a series of tiny little adventures where people come and go, where you might have the best summer of your life one day, and then that could follow by the worst year of your life. But then you can guarantee that roller coaster will come back up again and you're going to soar sky high. So deal with the here and now. Whoever you're with, whatever you're doing, wherever your life is taking you right now, that will not stay the same. It is constantly changing. So know that you should enjoy the moment for what it is, appreciate it. Do not expect it to last forever. Love it whilst it's here. Say goodbye to it when it's gone. Remember it fondly. Welcome what is to come. Because, you know, life is always about change. So yeah, you know, I don't sit there at night scrolling your comments, guys. Thank you. I can see you all. I don't sit there at night thinking, oh my God, is my boyfriend going to cheat on me? I just think, if he cheats, on to the next. Like, what's so bad that you would ruin your life, the here and now, the happiness you could have on ifs, buts and maybes, things that might not ever happen. And more often than not, when you start feeling that way, when you start being paranoid and insecure, you push somebody good to do something bad because they think, well, hold on, this person's punishing me for it. I haven't done it. I may as well earn the time, even though I haven't done the crime, you know? So, yeah, the more just chilled out you are about life, the more fun you have, the more people want to be around you if they're right for you. And if they don't want to be around you, if they don't get your vibe, then it's brilliant because they have identified to you that they do not belong in your life. So it makes it easier to hold the door open and say, shutting. So yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. And actually my life is so much easier now that I'm not walking on eggshells, trying to please everybody and trying to keep moody people happy. It's too short to be around moody people. It's too short to force a square peg in a round hole, even though it might be fun forcing pegs in holes. It's too short to do that every day, you know, when it's impacting on your mental health and actually making you feel like you cannot be yourself. All you've got is yourself in this world. Yes, children and pets, bloody epic family, but you cannot control other people. They cannot control you. You make your own choices and you live by those choices, the consequences, the responsibilities, the actions that you take along the way. And yeah, ultimately, it's what you make it. So be kind, have fun, laugh every single day, which I'm loving doing on TikTok. Everybody asking how old I am. So I put a poll out the other day because people always say, how old are you? And I put a few different ages, with my actual age being the eldest one on there. And I'd say everybody, but now actually the poll has been out for a few days or whatever. So more people have voted since. But at the time when I put the poll out for the first several hours, everybody thought I was like 10 years older than I am. So I'm like, woo! I'm actually 33 years old and I have 2 children. My daughter is 13 and my son is coming up for 9 at the start of next year, which is really exciting. Even though I'm 33, I feel like I'm 13 inside, not literally, because I've had 2 children. Oh my God, where is this going? But yeah, it's very much your outlook on life, your mindset and the energy that you bring. Somebody said, but you look 30 or younger. I mean, 3 years off, I'll take that as well. 33, I kind of freaked out when I got to 30. I had this moment, this is not the funniest thing, it's a bit random. I spent my 30th birthday in Paris at Disneyland, and my doorbell just rang. Okay, that's fine. Spent my 30th birthday in Paris at Disneyland, and I watched the illuminations on the castle of like all these lions and stuff from the Lion King, and they were jumping around and smiling and laughing, and it actually made me cry. I was like, this is so sad but so beautiful and loving, because I was just like hollow heartbroken at the time. And I thought, oh my God, I would love to share this with somebody one day. Come and look at the lions and laugh and smile. And then, yeah, true story, bro. Anyway, I need to go because my door went and it's really rude leaving people out in the cold. Thank you for joining today, guys. I hope you have an awesome weekend, whatever you're doing, and I will see you all soon.